Okay, it's last Sunday of the month. We need all little kids and big kids. Little kids and big kids. And you know what I want you to do? I want you to come right up front here, stand in a line, face the congregation, and everybody gets a light. Everybody gets a light, except for maybe if we run out, the big kids might not get one, but all the little kids get one. See, push the button. See the button? Okay, good. And guess what? Mr. Dave and the worship team are going to help us sing a song. All right? All right, Mr. Dave and the worship team is going to help us sing a song. Yes, you get one. Yes, everybody gets one. Here, I'll get one for you, Anna. All right. All right, does everybody have a light? Oh, okay. Okay, now turn around and face out like this. Face out like this. Turn around, everybody, turn around. Turn around and face the congregation. And she didn't get one. So we'll trade next time, all right? We'll trade. We got two stories we're going to do. Turn around, everybody face the audience. All right. Are you ready? Now yeah. Oh, our three little singers right there. Okay. Who's the singers? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Anna and Laura and Malachi, you want to go up and sing. Go up and help them sing. You're going to lead, okay? All right. All right, here we go. We're going to sing a song. Everybody knows it, so I want to hear some loud singing. All right. All right, you ready? All right. Guess what we're going to sing?
This little light of mine.
Nice and loud.
I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light of mine.
Can I hear ya?
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
This little light of mine.
Here we go.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Nice and loud.
This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Don't let Satan blow it.
Out.
I'm gonna
let it shine. I'm
Don't let Satan blow it.
it out.
I'm gonna let it
shine.
shine.
Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel.
No.
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it
So let's clap. Thank you, worship team. I'm not much of a singer, and they really helped me out. Okay, everybody turn your light off and sit in a big circle right around here, okay, facing me. All right? Everybody turn off your light and lay it next to your, because we're going to need it in a little bit, and we're going to have to trade because somebody didn't get one, so we'll have to trade. All right? Everybody sit around a big circle right here, and I'm going to sit right here, and I'm going to explain to you about lights, why we talked about it. Now, this story is in the Old Testament. What's the Old Testament? Is it the back of the Bible or the front of the Bible? It's in the very front. The Old Testament is old. It's what was before Jesus came. It's when there was all those people like Moses and Samson and all those stories of the people that believed God. So today we're going to learn about a guy named Gideon. Do we know any Gideons? Oh, we do. There he is over there. There's Gideon, isn't he? Okay. He's with your mom and dad. Well, do you know what? The truth about the Gideon in the Bible is he was a real scaredy cat. Do you know that? He started out as a scaredy cat. And you know what also happened is God's people had done some really evil things, and they had disobeyed God. And, because of that, you know what happened? there's these people, there's a bunch of hoodlums, and they were called the Midianites. And the Midianites invaded God's people's land. You know what they did? They stole their animals and they burnt their crops. And fact is, the people were so scared that they were hiding in caves from the Midianites. All these ites, there's lots of ites in the Bible. Ites and bites, I call them. And they were bad people. And so one day, God's people just couldn't stand it anymore. And what do you do when you're really nervous and you can't stand it anymore? What you should do at first, but what do you do? Yeah, do you pray? Yeah, you do. And they cried out to God, and he heard them. So he finally listened. What can we learn from that? When we disobey God and we do bad things, lots of bad trouble can come, isn't it? But God always listens to us, doesn't he? He listens to us. And so one day an angel came down, and I'm going to read some verses out of the book of Judges, chapter 6. And let me hear what happened next. The angel of the Lord came. Now, would you be scared if you saw an angel? Well, they're pretty scary, I think. I mean, have you seen any angels lately? I haven't seen any, but they're pretty big. And it says the angel of the Lord came, and he sat down under the tree in Ophrah that belonged to Joash the Bizarite. I told you there's lots of ites. And his son Gideon was threshing wheat in the winepress to keep it from the Midianites. And when the angel of the Lord appeared, you know what the Lord said to Gideon? He said, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Well, you know what? That Gideon didn't believe that. In fact, Gideon started out really weak, and he started making excuses to God. You know what he said? He said, "Pardon me, Lord, but if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Where are all the wonders of our ancestors told us about, and why did the Lord bring us up out of Egypt? And now the Lord has abandoned us and given us to the hands of the Midianites." So sometimes we make up excuses for something we can't do. If your mom asks you to do something, you say, "Oh, I can't do that because..." Why? Because you have lots of excuses, right? Do you think God is happy when we question what he tells us to do? You know, it even sounded like Gideon was whining, and pretty soon God said, Gideon said, "Pardon me, my Lord, but how can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest, and I'm the least in my family." He's being a real puny guy, isn't he? He's being real scared. So Gideon even asked God for proof twice that he was really talking to God. So God said, "Okay, I'll show you who I am." What do you think God said? God said, "Go in the strength you have and save Israel out of Midian's hand." He said, "Am I not sending you?" Do you think God likes to say things twice? Do you think your mother likes to say things 2 or 3 or 5 times? Oh, okay. Well, when God was speaking, he said, "Am I not sending you?" He said, "Let's go." So Gideon's ready. So now let's pretend we're at our campfire. Okay, we're around our campfire. He took the soldiers out. You know how many he had? 32,000 soldiers. He was ready to go get the Midianites. But you know what? Do you know what God said? Yes, he did. He did. He said, God said, "You have too many men." He said, "I can't deliver Midian into the hands, or Israel will boast against me and say, 'My strength has saved me.' You better save your swords. You better turn your things off, because we have an important thing we're going to do with them. Turn them off, because you got to save them, because we're going to go get the enemy. We're going to go get the enemy pretty soon." And then, do you know how many people left? Do you know how many people left? He said, "Anyone that trembles with fear may turn back and leave right now." And 22,000 of them left. So it finds out we had more than one scaredy cat, didn't we? We had 22,000 of them. Now there are 10,000 men left. And then you know what God said? Still too many. Still too many. So now we're all thirsty. We've been going through the desert. We come to a spring of water. And if you're really thirsty, how would you drink that water? Do you know? Well, you know what a lot of people would do? They would just bend over just like a horse or a cow and stick their whole face in it, wouldn't they? Would they do that? Somebody would put their, so show me how you would drink water. Okay, well, you know what God said? He said, go to the stream, and I'll show you which ones are going to go with you and which ones are not. And you know, the people that God kept, they took their hands like this and scooped up the water, and they lapped it with their tongue like this. And you know how many were left? Anybody know how many were left? Only 300. So that's not very many. So let's pretend it's the night now, and God said to Gideon, with 300 men, I will save you and give them midnight into your hand. Let all the others go home. But now it's night. And remember, Gideon was a scaredy cat. But you know what? God was real nice to him. He said, you know, I'm going to show Gideon a sign just so he's real brave. And he said, go down to the camp, and you're going to overhear somebody. And he heard somebody that was saying, I had a dream about a big loaf of bread. And it rolled down into the camp, and it knocked all the tents over. And you know what the other guy said? Oh, he said, oh no, it can only be Gideon, and the God of Israel has overtaken the Midianites. And they were scared to death. So now Gideon was really excited. And you know what he did? He told all of his men, he said, get up. Okay, let's get up. Let's get up. He said, now we're going to go down, and we're going to have Mr. Miller help us again. Okay? He's not quite ready, but let me read to you what happens. He's not quite ready. Dividing the 300 men into 3 companies. So divide into 3 pieces. Put about 3 people in each group, okay? I'll help you. Okay.
Mine.
Okay. Here's one group, 2 groups. Oh, we can probably put one more in there. There. Okay, good. All right, we have 3 groups. Now listen to what happened. It said, and you know, I want to tell you one other thing. What about Gideon? Was he just a person just like us? Did he get afraid of things? Yes. Was he some type of superhero? No. He was just a man just like us. So I'm going to teach you something. When we get a sword in our hand, we're going to get a sword in a minute. Wait a minute. What in the Bible does it say the sword is? What is the sword? Yeah, somebody knows. Finny, what's the sword? What's the sword? Oh, the sword is the Bible. The sword is the Word of God. So now we're going to tell you, we said, Gideon said, and how important is it to follow instructions? Is it important? What at school if you don't follow instructions? Or what if you don't follow your mom's instructions? You'll be in big trouble. So Gideon and the 300 men, he said, follow me. He said, watch me and follow my lead. Whenever I go to the edge of the camp, do exactly as I do. He said, do exactly as I do. When I and all are with me blow our trumpets, then from all around the camp blow yours. Now, I want to tell you something about trumpets. In the days, lots of times they were made out of big ram's horns. And lots of times they had a piece of leather on them, and so they could sling that horn right over their back. So everybody, get your horns ready. Sling your horn over your back. Everybody grab a sword. I don't think we have enough swords for everybody, so share, please. If only in one family, if everybody has a sword, everybody grab a sword. All right, get ready. And let's hear what he says now. He says, so Gideon, with the 300 men, reached the edge of the camp. And you know what he told them? He said, when I tell you, you're all to blow your trumpet, and then from all around the camp, blow your horn. So we're going to practice this in just a minute. But there's one other thing that we have to do. He's going to tell them. He said, take your torches, but turn them on and cover them up. So everybody take one of these and cover up your light, because we're going to sneak up on these guys, all right? What are they called? The Midianites, right? We're going to sneak up on them. Cover your light. Yep. I'll help you. Everybody get your lights covered. Get it covered good, perfect. That's good. That's good. All right. Turn your light on. Cover it up. All right. All right. Yeah, you do. You gotta get it covered. I think when God told this to Gideon, he thought this was pretty silly. It seems kind of silly to cover up your light. All right. Cover up our light. Turn it on. Turn your light on. And I want to read you what happened. All right. Everybody got your light covered up? No. Who doesn't? Oh, one more. All right. All right. Are you ready? Yeah. We're going to get in a straight line here because we're going to look out in the valley and who are those out there? We have to pretend that they're the Midianites. Okay? We're gonna pretend that all those parents and all those people out there, those are the Midianites, all right? All right? Okay, here we go. All right, turn the light on. Turn the light on. Okay, are you ready? Now let me read what happened. So Gideon and the 100 men with him, don't do it yet, reached the edge of the camp at the beginning and the middle of the night, and as they changed the guards, they blew their trumpets and they broke the jars in their hands. They covered their lamps up with jars. But we didn't want to break them in their church. So the three companies blew their trumpets and smashed their jars, and grasping their torches in their left hand and holding their sword in their right hand, as the trumpets they were to blow, they shouted, and this is what we learned to shout. And we shout, a sword for the Lord, and he said, and for Gideon. Remember I told you Gideon was just a man. So we're going to say a sword for the Lord and a sword for Anna. We're going to say a sword for the Lord and a sword for Malachi. We're going to say each of your names, right? A sword for Anna, a sword for the Lord, and a sword for Emma. Okay? Are you getting ready to say it? So get all the way up here straight, so we're going to, I'll tell you. We're going to yell. They blew their trumpets and broke the jars, and you know what happened? The Midianites ran, and they were crying. And then when the 300 trumpets sounded, the Lord caused the men of the camp to turn on each other with their swords. And the army fled and ran away, and the Israelites pursued the Midianites. Now, before we do it, I want to tell you, what did we learn from this? Obey God without being scared, right? Yes. What else? Don't think you can do it by yourself, right? And what are we going to do? We're going to let our light shine, aren't we? And when the enemy sees our lights, what's going to have to happen? What's going to happen to the enemy when he sees our lights? He's going to scare and start crying and running, isn't he? Okay, now let's give it a try. Are you ready? You got your trumpet on your shoulder. You got your light in one end. You got your sword. This is what we're going to do. Put your trumpet, put your lantern in your